Now, Joseph Mayson, who's a legal officer of hashtag Unite Behind Us, joins us to discuss this matter as well. A very good evening to you. Thank you for your time. As we try and get a sense of what transpired in court today and what evidence leaders were essentially trying to pinpoint, what stands out for you?
Well, I think what stands out is firstly the importance of the case. I think both the evidence leader and our counsel, Michael Bishop, Advocate Bishop, brought home the gravity of the case, how important it is for us to safeguard the judiciary, the health of the judiciary, how important it is for us to ensure accountability in our state-owned enterprises, and how important it is for civil society to act to ensure both of those things, and that it is possible for us to achieve accountability and into the integrity of the judiciary through mechanisms like this. I think what's clear from... Sorry.
No, go on.
Sure. I think what's clear is that Judge Makhubele performed very poorly as a witness, and that has really come back to bite her. Our case and the evidence leader's case is very strong, both on the laws and the facts. We paid special attention to the defenses that Judge Makhubele has put up. The most important of those is that she has attempted to say that she was not a judge yet while she was at PRASA, because there was no contract of employment between her and the president. But that is totally wrong in law. She's trying to use a private law logic and apply it to public law in this case. So many cases have ruled that judges are not employees, and that's for good reason. I mean, a judge needs to be impartial. A judge needs to potentially rule against the president. If the president employs her, it's obviously a semi-subservient relationship. She will then be biased towards the president in that case.
Yeah, and this is a complaint that you filed as a civil society organization. I mean, dating back to 2017 already. It's been quite a while as we are learning of some of these latest developments within this matter. What are you essentially hoping to achieve in this matter as you brought it forward, strongly believing that there is a case to answer to?
So we hope to achieve, firstly, from this round, this is the tribunal stage. The tribunal will make a finding that she is guilty of gross misconduct. It will then go to the JSC, who will make a recommendation to Parliament that she is guilty of gross misconduct, and the recommendation that she be impeached. Parliament will then vote on that recommendation, and if it finds with a 2/3 majority that she is guilty of misconduct and should be impeached, then it will go to the president, who will then ratify that decision. This is only the third such case in South African history. The two recent ones are the ones against former Judge Hlophe and former Judge Mutata. And so it has quite, a large amount of importance in our judicial history and in the history of our constitutional democracy.
Judge Makhubele was the first and only judge to appear before the Zondo Commission. As you take that into consideration and what you've put forward to the tribunal, what do you think this now signifies around her credibility as a judge?
Well, I mean, her performance during this tribunal has shown her to be incompetent and unable to be a judge. Her demeanor towards the tribunal members, towards the people who have questioned her, has shown that she's been belligerent, she's been unable to answer questions, and she has shown a a disregard for the law and an inability to understand the law. So for her to be a judge, she has lost all credibility. The Zondo Commission did investigate it, but they left the majority of the findings up to this tribunal. So the tribunal's finding is crucial.
In the instance that the tribunal does maybe find her guilty, I would imagine that the next step would be to have her impeached. What would first need to be established before that process occurs?
So our complaint rests on 2 points. I'm not sure if you've covered this already, but basically the first is that she held a dual position as a judge and chairperson of PRASA. And the second is that she committed gross misconduct while being chairperson at PRASA. And so the tribunal would have to find on either of those points that she is guilty of gross misconduct.
Very well. Thank you so much for weighing in on the discussion there. We're going to have to leave it there. Joseph Mayson, a legal officer of #UniteBehind, really just speaking to the case of Judge Makhubele and their expectations after bringing this case to the tribunal in 2017.